Hello students, you all are welcome to first year of junior college. I hope you all are very safe and doing very well. So today I will give you the introduction lecture about the subject named economics. The content of first year economics is 10 chapters. The first chapter is basic concepts in economics. Here we will be studying about the meaning of economics and many definitions presented by various economists. Also we are going to study about the micro and macroeconomics and its basic concepts. Chapter number 2 is money. Here we will come across the meaning of barter system and difficulties in barter system. After facing several difficulties in barter system, we will come to know about money, types of money, qualities of money, and functions of money. Chapter number 3 is partition value. It's dealing with quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. Quartile is dealing in dividing the set of observation into 4 equal parts. Decile is dealing in dividing the set of observation in 10 equal parts, and percentile is dealing in dividing the set of observation in 100 equal parts. All quartile, decile, and percentiles have three methods. Those are individual data, discrete data, and continuous data method. Chapter number 4 is the economy of Maharashtra. Here we will come to know entirely about Maharashtra state. It contains features of Maharashtra, economic development of Maharashtra, dealing with agriculture, industrial, and service sector. It also contains about the economic infrastructure and social infrastructure and the measures for development of those infrastructure. Chapter number 5 is rural development in India. It describes the meaning and significance of rural development. It also contains the meaning of agricultural credit in India, its types, and its various sources. Chapter number 6 is population in India. It is totally relating with the population in India. It shows the trend in population growth in every 10 years. Here we will study about the stages of demographic transition, population explosion in India, which will contain the causes of high birth rate and low death rate. We will come across the measures undertaken by government to control population and also population as a human resource. Chapter number 7 is unemployment in India. This chapter is dealing with the meaning of unemployment, its types, that is rural unemployment and urban unemployment. It also reveals many causes of unemployment and measures undertaken by government to eradicate unemployment from India. Chapter number 8 is poverty in India. Here we are going to learn the meaning of poverty, the concepts of poverty, and poverty line. We will come across the types of poverty, that is rural poverty and urban poverty, causes of poverty, and measures undertaken by government to eradicate poverty from India. Chapter number 9 is economic policy of India since 1991. This chapter will teach us about the new economic policy adopted by India in 1991 at the time when Dr. Manmohan Singh was Finance Minister of India. It will describe the main objectives of economic policy of 1991, its features, and the component of new economic policy, that is liberalization, privatization, and globalization, and measures taken for it. We will also come across the major achievement and failures of new economic policy. Chapter number 10. The last chapter is economic planning in India. It will teach us the meaning of economic planning and its features. It will show us the 12th five-year plan and its target. We will also learn about Niti Aayog, that is National Institution for Transforming India, and we will also learn the functions of Niti Aayog. So these are the contents of first year economics. I hope this introductory lecture will help you all to understand the concepts more easily in the further lectures. Now I'll explain you the chapter wise weightage of marks. Name of the chapters are given. You can see those 10 chapters of which I have just now given you the introductory lecture. The marks carried by the 10 chapters are given. The marks carried by each chapter is given with options and without options. Total marks without option is 80 marks, and with option, paper will be of 116 marks. Question wise distribution of marks is also given. Here we can see the four types of question. Objective question is carrying 20 marks as a net marks and 20 marks as marks with option. In short, there is no option in objective question. It is covering 25% of the question paper. Then very short question is carrying 12 marks without option and 20 marks with option. It is covering 15% of the question paper. Short answer is carrying 32 marks without option and 52 marks with option. It covers 40% of the question paper. And long answer carries 16 marks without option and 24 marks with option, which covers 20% of the question paper. So total net marks is 80 marks without option and 116 marks with option, which accounts to 100%. That's all about the introductory lecture of the content and weightage of the marks. Thank you, students. Have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.